ड्रेस तैयार हुई है, उसके ऊपर रंगों को चलाना अपने आप में एक चुनौती है। रंग फैलते नहीं, ठहर जाते हैं।
You're living in the forest environment basically. Now to transport that mood or that sense of sound into an urban environment, it's a bit tricky.
And it was very large and very complex because you're working with artists who are working in remote places. So we had to have a system within our own team where they were assisted and we had to handhold them.
The biggest challenge, how do you realize it? Where are the contractors? Where are those in-between people, that the craftspeople, the artists that are going to juggle with all this variety of material and to put it together in a manner that coheres?
The site has been changed drastically over a period of time. There was more things were adding in different times. So it's you have to work with that constraint all the time to finalize.
সোনার বাংলার কথা কিছু করি বর্ণন সোনার বাংলার কথা কিছু করি বর্ণন
The artifacts at the airport, they have come from all over the country, from various states, and they are from various styles.
There are totem poles from Nagaland. There are doors from Sikkim. There are metal lamps from Kerala. There are huge chariots, stone pillars, huge jhulans. There are huge scenographic objects. And we're talking about objects that are measuring 40 feet by 20 feet. At the same time, we're looking at small, exquisite, beautiful jewels which can be held in the palm of your hand.
Some are 400 years old, some are 300 years old.
All these things were in various stages of degradation. If conservation treatment would not have been implemented now, these objects might have been lost forever.
We are strengthening the artifact and putting back things which would have been there originally when the artifact was made.
तो इसको हम लोगों ने ज़्यादा मशीनिंग वर्क नहीं किया, इसको हाथ का वर्क किया है। इमली का पानी यूज़ हुआ है इसके अंदर, पीताम्बरी यूज़ किया है हमने, हाथ से घसा है इसको, नींबू यूज़ किया है। इसकी जो ओरिजिनलिटी थी वो हमने कायम रखने की कोशिश की है।
Physical treatments are always more safer than any chemical treatment. The treatment processes were well planned. There are consolidants being injected. Various types of materials which are used are also compatible with the original material.
And after seeing an artifact, after knowing the measurement, only then we would be able to kind of place it or compose it in our theme. And this is where I think the core, rather strength of the asset management team was to is to segregate these artifacts, was to accession them, photograph them, even tracing histories.
जो लोग नए देखेंगे उनको भी कुछ अलग लगेगा दिखने में एयरपोर्ट में।
भारत में ऐसा काम कहाँ होता है तो भारत की हस्तकला को बढ़ावा मिलेगा।
तो मैं मान सकता हूँ कि वो लोग चौंकेंगे और इसे प्यार करेंगे।
एयरपोर्ट के अंदर हमने एक कला, ये झोपड़पट्टी के लोग, एयरपोर्ट पे बगल के रहने वाले लोग, ये दिया है, गिफ्ट करके दिया है।
If I could make people stop on their tracks for a minute, if the work makes them step back to take in the whole thing, I would be very happy.
has been one of, I think, the most complex and challenging of the projects.
Then we figured out, because nothing is similar in nature, it is varying from 6 meter to 24 meter in height.
And when the artifacts came to the mock-up site, actually, they were in bits and pieces. They were in many pieces, so need to reassemble it.
There is a 1.2 ton door which is put up way above. Now it was made up of 40 parts. How do they come together? How do they transmit loads?
Some of the work like Charmi Shah, which has come in 3 pieces.
So that building construct was about 3.5 tons. To engineer the structure took about 3 months.
There were actually numerous challenges. The initial challenge itself was the amount of weight we were adding because of this water installation. Landed up being somewhere in the range of 26 tons, and actually I think towards the end it has become even more.
It's probably the only public space which is so large where this art has been put up with a story to tell.
I am very excited because I've never thought I will be a part of this kind of art program ever in my life, which I will never forget.
I am really thankful, and I can tell my generations to come that I have done this kind of program in my lifetime.
So we've created a team. Now these are my comrades. These are the real heroes who make this journey easier. And I think the greatest gift is to have the great fortune to be able to create something that will help you reflect upon what you're a part of.
I think it was an experience I don't think I can ever forget in my lifetime.
And hopefully, apart from the design element of the airport, the art element, the Jaya He will be able to be such a magnet, such an attraction, that people would actually start missing flights, and because they enjoy it so much. If that's what happens, I'm not intending it to truly happen, but if it happens, we've achieved our objective.